Yes, I know I'm live. Just petting my cat here. Or can I even call him my cat? He's my friend. He decided to grace me in this incarnation with his company. This furry rascal. I love him so much. Goes by the name of Cappuccino. Actually, I don't think he ever has answered to that. So he does not go by the name Cappuccino. We just call him that. Yes. Whenever I let him inside, we let him outside a lot. So when he comes in, sometimes first thing in the morning, because he likes to stay out all night, or several times a night. He's always very affectionate. Likes to do the headbutting thing like lions do in the wild. He's my buddy. So be a person of good character who makes good decisions. This is my hugest takeaway from my motorcycle training class. They were emphasizing the need for being a good driver, which is something I've been ragging on myself as a DoorDash driver for a while now. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I had this dream where I blew a stop sign and smashed into a vehicle. I'm like, what just happened? What happened? Oh my gosh, that was my fault, And then I'm like, why is my impulse when I'm like, come to a stop sign, look, glance, okay, you barely have enough time, gun it, or like one of these days I'm not gonna barely have enough time. You know what I mean? Like, why? Why do we do this? Why do we drive like this? Just emphasizing to everybody now that I'm a motorcyclist on the road, and I literally was thinking of just jumping on my bike and going to a park north of town and taking a jog and then riding home, Be a safe driver out there, please. Motorcycles do not recover as nicely as maybe a car would with someone wearing their seatbelt, because I know you all do, right? I rarely do, if I'm being honest. I rarely wear my seatbelt unless I'm taking a passenger and maybe they've seen me drive and the first thing they do is click. I want to live. I'm riding in the car with Daniel. So I think this is what my motorcycle class taught me most, was like, be a good driver. Now, this talk is way bigger than just our driving. How are you driving at life? Are you being a good driver in the seat up here with this vehicle apparatus? I had a dream just now. I shared another one earlier. It was really awesome. Okay. It was very sobering. This one was sobering too. I asked the Lord, I'm like, okay, Lord, if you got another dream for me, lay it on me. And this was the scene laid out before me. There was a woman who had she had a gun, and she was with a guy, but she was hiding the gun. She like hid it behind her so she could like reach for it if she needed it. And she needed it because he started to come on to her and in a way that looked a lot like rape. And she went for the gun, and she didn't actually want to shoot him. She didn't want to shoot anybody. Who does? Who wants to shoot somebody, right? So it slid behind her, and I was there, and I grabbed her, and I said, hey, effer, hey, effer, like whatever. I wasn't even angry. My angry voice did not come out. I'm like, hey, effer, like, what are you doing? And I poked him with it, and then I backed up, because the first thing that any whatever attacker, they can grab the gun from me, right? So don't do that. Don't poke him with it. Don't get so close. And then he started to come after me. I'm like, I am squeezing the trigger right now. Like, I'm like, after I woke up, I'm like replaying the scenario, and it will explode in my hand, and there'll be a loud noise and a bloody mess. you know, and thinking to myself, did you work out in the gym so much so that you could overpower women to rape them? Is that your whole goal in working out? Because this guy was buff and ripped, you know, unbelievable, unbelievable. So be a good person of good character and honor the police who are there to stop such things, domestic abuse and humbling humanity. Thank you, police, for all that you do. I honor you. You know, the other day I told told some people, yeah, I love door dashing late at night, and it's just me out on the road with all the cops because I see cops all the time. You know, and it reminds me, watch your speed, Daniel. Watch your speed. You know, I have other DoorDash friends who are like, yeah, I love speeding. I'm like, no, I don't think anybody on the planet wants you to speed. Even the people who want their food, they don't want you to speed. You know, through these neighborhoods that are 25 miles per hour. They're that for a reason. We have kids. A lot of us are in the parents club. We have kids who need to be protected. So this is why the cops are here, to humble all of us, you know, who are making bad decisions every day of our life, you know, at the intersections, which is where the majority of motorcycle accidents happen because a car pulls out in front of them. Okay, I'm on a motorcycle now, so please don't. I'm going to tell you what I tell my 5-year-old. Stop, look both ways, go if it's safe to do so. All right? Don't ever be in a hurry. Leave with enough time to get where you need to go or whatever. You don't need to be there on time. If a job fires you for being late, guess what? Good riddance to that job. You can get a better one. Okay? Seriously. You know, it's fun having new jobs. So don't get stuck in a dead-end job that you hate. Move on. Grow. Proceed to next job. It's great. I love it. I love finding new opportunities and new callings in life too. You might never find your calling if you're stuck in your same job. See what a rabbit trail of awesomeness this little talk is? So we're honoring the police officers, we're making friends. In fact, after my dream, I'm thinking to myself, for the first time in my life, I am thinking about signing up for police academy at the tech. You know, I did realize, okay, my friend went through that. You have to experience getting tased. So that's fun to know what you're doing to someone else when you tase them. All right. I think we could handle that. It's like the Tough Mudder, right? They voluntarily tase themselves when they walk through the electrical cords of death. And after you sign a waiver that you might not survive this Tough Mudder thing. Okay. We actually pay to do that. We could take the taser. But honor our police officers, pray for them to have insight, wisdom, guidance by the host of heaven. I believe this is happening. My friend told me a story about a police officer being guided to his house. I just think something's happening, he says to the parents as he knocks on the door. Something's happening. Something's going on. Can you please just check, please, that he's guided by the host of heaven? So please pray for our police officers to be guided by the host of heaven. Awesome things will happen. Justice will be served. Pride will be humbled in the hearts of the lawless. This is all good things. All good things. And I don't want to be that lawless person on the road in my car. I'm on the road in my car hours every day. I'm more likely to get in an accident now than I ever have in my whole life. But I need to change my driving habits to being a person of good character who makes good decisions. And I'm passing that message on to you because I want to stay safe on the road as a motorcycle rider. Okay. All right. Good talk. Good talk.